All right, perfect. So we are getting started here. All right, perfect. Okay, great. I want y'all to put your questions in the chat, any questions that you may have. This week, we are literally, I was mentioning to you that we have, that I've been in a crazy space this week. I have, in the last month, I've been traveling like crazy. I just got back from Utah and we are now preparing for the launch lands and leverage workshop, which I'm really excited about, and that is getting ready to take place in the next 3 weeks, depending. Now we got to talk about this really quickly, and then we're going to dive in. Good morning, millionaires. I've been weeks. We got a back. I gotta hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I think I hear. Okay, perfect. Sorry. Okay. I think we there now. We have feedback. Okay. So yes, so we've got a lot of things to prepare for, but the cool thing, the thing I'm most excited about is that I get to catch up on things. And I have not been able to catch up on things because I've been trying to do this, but now I have a little bit of time to catch up on things. I'm very, very excited. Starting today, and of course, I'm even more fired up about the workshop. So before we dive in, and I want you to put your questions in the box. Before we dive in, I do want to remind you that the tickets. Oh, thank you. Who said that, Sharnita? I am so glad you mentioned that. Actually, no, I am not. However, we are live, so that the recording will be on YouTube. But now I'm recording. Thank you so much. I did forget that. Thank you. So we have tickets for the live leverage. I'm sorry, I said the live for the live launch lands and leverage workshop. Okay, we have tickets right now. I'm sorry, I said the live. And I want you to get your tickets because few things. One, thank you so much. One, if so, DC is coming up on the 17th of July, and I have people scheduled. I have things going, and we have only sold a few tickets. Today is the last day I'm selling tickets for DC. If people don't buy tickets, over the next day or so, then the DC location is either going to happen virtually or I'll move those people to a different location. But we have not sold enough tickets in the DC area. Now, Dallas is about to be fire. LA is going to be fire. DC, we ain't looking so great today. So I don't know if any of you have thought about coming to the DC boot camp. I'm going to send a ton of emails out today. People are going to be mad at me because I need to know for sure. If we're not doing the DC location, that's totally fine with me. I will move our guests online, and we can change it more to and make the DC location the online version, and the other two maybe in person. I don't know, but I'm just letting you know today, if we don't get the DC location filled, then that is going to move to online or so that then this is it. So I'm letting y'all know. I'm being transparent. I'm being upfront. Spread the word. We do not have enough people who have purchased DC tickets. Dallas is on fire. Dallas is on fire. Let's go. Let's get it. Okay. LA on fire. Let's get it. Okay. But hey, come on with it. What are y'all doing? I'm in my feelings right now. Okay. So DC, I need y'all to get on top of things. Now we are live. So if you're here watching on YouTube, thanks for joining class. Like, subscribe, all of that great stuff. Like wherever you watch it. Okay. This is our setup class, and this is where you are learning how to set up your staffing business. Now, I want to tell you a few things before we dive in. So this is not a teaching class. This is a questions class. If I don't see questions, then I'm going to teach. Okay. So I want you to put your questions in the box. This is where you go to get your questions answered. All right. I only talk because y'all be like quiet. I think, and a lot of you are in the course, so I've answered a lot of the questions. This is an addendum to the course. So you definitely want to bring your questions, put them in the box, be prepared to ask your questions. So a few things. One, launch dates. Okay. There are a few people in this class. There are people who are preparing to start their business. And then there are people who have started their business, but they're still here kind of lingering. They've launched already. They're about to go and run the business, but they're still fixing a few small things in their setup, right? And then there are people here who have been in the business for a long time, but it's just not working. It's not working. And so they understand that fundamentally, right, that they need to go back to the basics and see what holes am I missing? What am I missing in my business process that's not allowing me to move forward in my business? And the interesting thing is that I took notes. Hold on. Now, I typically don't take notes, but I had to talk to y'all. I wanted to tell you some stuff today. Okay. Let me just see. Okay. I took notes. Y'all know I never take notes, but I took notes. As a matter of fact, help me with my launch day. I got to go back and look at the notes. As a matter of fact, I want to let you know, I wanted to put it on the board, and I think I am going to add it to the board. But I want y'all to know. Let me refresh this. There we go. Okay. I want y'all to know that, first of all, this is not a race. It's a marathon. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but it's true. This is not a race. It is a marathon. We're not starting a Mary Kay business. All right. We're not running a Mary Kay business. No offense to Mary Kay. I love Mary Kay. It's great. But I'm just saying, this is not a business that you walk into some type of orientation and they give you the skinny on the on the business, and then you're off to the races. No, this is a true multi-billion dollar business model. Okay. And it requires strategy. It requires compliance, being able to be compliant. It requires a whole lot of things that's going to help you set up your business to be a legacy business. Staffing is a legacy business. It's not a fly-by-night business. It's a legacy business at the end of the day. And if you really want to bring your legacy to life from a staffing perspective, then you got to remember that this is not a race, that it's a marathon, right? It is a deep dive business. You're having real relationships. Thank you, Dr. Castle. I mean, if you really think about it, you're going to be taking over someone's payroll. That's a big effing deal, right? Someone's going to be paying you hundreds and thousands of dollars to find talent. That's a big deal. This is not a $19 purchase. This is not a $900 purchase. Okay. These are $100,000, $1 million transactions that are going to be taking place. So people aren't going to be so quick and easy to just give you the contract and different things like that. You're going to have to earn it, number one. That's the part that I think most people don't realize, but you've got to earn it. You've got to earn it. That's number one. Okay. Number two, I'm not saying that you have to know the every role that you're going to fill. You don't have to know every role that you're going to fill, but you do have to understand the business enough to see like what makes sense, right? Why do I place this person here? What's the problem the client is having? How can the candidate actually solve the problem? Those are things that you definitely are going to want to get to know, okay? Or know and understand. All right. So that's the second thing. One other thing I wanted to tell you, and I want to put this on the board, and then we can talk a little bit about launch dates and any questions that anybody has. But I mentioned this last week, and someone came to me and said, Dee, I want to learn a little bit more about those buckets that you were talking about. Do you have a visual to show of those buckets you were speaking about, of where people are? And we're going to go through that in one quick second, because I want to make sure that you are in the right bucket and that you understand the buckets. All right. Let's see. Hey, I like it when things work the way I need them to work. I think. Let's see if it's doing okay. There it is. All right. So let's talk about those buckets really quickly because they're real. All right. Let's do some. What is this? Okay. Let's do that. All right. You got buckets. Okay. The first bucket is an idea. IDEA. I got the idea that I want to start a staffing agency. Baby, can you get a little bit bigger for mommy? I know you want to show me who you are, what you got, and what you got going on. Now we need some bigger text here. There we go. The idea, right? So people come in and they say, Dee, I got an idea. I want to start a staffing business. And I love the fact that they have the idea, but many of them only stop at that idea. They will talk to my team all day, every day, drive my team crazy. Yes, I want to start a staffing business. I really want to do this, but never go further. Are you in this bucket? Are you in the idea bucket, but never want to move forward beyond the idea? Right? Never there. Most of my people are past this phase, but that phase exists. Okay. The next one is you have the idea and you actually start the coaching program. So I'm just going to keep it idea and then you start the coaching program. All right. Because if you're starting a business, any kind of business, you're going to want to have some type of training and coaching. Okay. It is unrealistic to believe that you're going to start something new without any learning. Now, you can, don't get me wrong. I'm sure you're very sharp and intelligent. However, do doctors perform surgery without going to school? Can a nurse go and service a patient without going to school? Can a teacher go and teach students without going to school? Can a mechanic fix things without going to school? Like, no. If you're doing something, you need training. You need training. You need coaching. And I guarantee you, whatever you see on YouTube is not the core training. It is the starting point. So even trying to take what you see on YouTube and going after that and saying, okay, I know everything, I can make this business work is crazy. You understand? You've got to be able to get some type of coaching and training so that you can mitigate mistakes. I spent so much money. I wasted so much money on building a mobile app because I thought I could figure it out on my own. I thought I could do it on my own. I watched 1 million YouTube videos. I was like, oh, I got this. That thing bombed. Matter of fact, I had a live event with people there. Many of you who are watching were there. And we had no mobile app. Why? I failed. I got no coaching. I just did everything on YouTube. I promise you. I was like, oh, I can figure this out. I'm way smart. And y'all know I'm smart. But that is not how life works. And I wasted a lot of money. So now y'all are living in Reskillify. And Reskillify is successful, right? It's not a failure. We have work to do, but it's not a failure. It's a success. And that's because I made the L and started something without hiring somebody to support me and to help me to really bring my idea to life. You've got to have some type of training or coaching. Okay. So that's the bucket number one. I only got the idea. I just stay there. Bucket number two, I got the idea and I'm going to take the coaching program, but I never finished the program. Okay. I never finished the program. Oh, shoot. I don't want to do that. Okay. There's a group of people who get there and they never finish the program. They don't move forward. And maybe I should put them here. So got the idea. Okay. Never finished the program. We're going to change the program. I'll change the color. Never, FINISH, finish program. That means that they stay in the coaching program forever. Why? Or at least it's over. Why? Can't move forward, not motivated, procrastination, life be lifing, whatever you want to call excuse after excuse after excuse. Because if you want to accomplish something, you will by any means necessary ethically. Okay? So I'm actually going to add the idea down here because this is in the bucket where people actually don't go forward potentially, right? So potentially they're not really moving forward. But we know they got an idea. They can have the idea and not move forward, or they can have the idea and move forward. Either or, right? So now I've got the idea. I finished the coaching program. Where's my duplicate? I finished the coaching program and I actually start the business. So start the program, finish the program. Okay, and I start the business. Launch date. Who's at the launch date? Launch date. And I start the business. Go you. Yes, this is a big deal. Okay, big deal. I know Dr. Castle over there screaming because she's about to launch her business. Look, Nakat launched her business last week. The week before last. This is a big deal. You're getting further down the pole here, down the line. Okay. But what happens when you stay there? Because a lot of people stay where they are. It's very important to understand that. I want you to make sure you know exactly where you're going. Okay. So got the idea, start the coaching program, finish the coaching program, launch date, start the business. Woohoo. But they never make any money. Okay. This group here never makes any money. Ask me why they never make any money. Ask me why. Ask me why. Somebody ask me why. Ask me why.
Why, Dee?
Me. Never make any money. Okay. They never make any money for a number of reasons. One, how about we start with no candidates? Let's start there. No candidates. How about the fact that we're not having enough activity? How about the fact that you're not building relationships? Those are the main reasons. Fear, that could be it. A lot of different things. I'm just letting you know that at this point, that's where we are. They never make any money. But then you've got this group that, oh no, they're not playing that game. Or they're not playing that game. They start the business and they make money. Okay. They make money. This is great. Oh my gosh, I love this. Dee, I actually sent out my first invoice. Right? And that's what we heard from Witheline and her husband a couple of weeks ago. I made money. Yes, I did it. What box are you in? Okay. Because you got, now this is great. We want to stay there. Right? But you can also, I know this box gets crazy. Because there are really little things that I want you to realize. There are different places you can be in. Okay. Because here, you actually make money, but you stay in the same space. You replace it with your day job. Make money, but plateau. Plateau. That's how I spell it. Yeah, but plateau. Replace your day job with your business. Now, some of you might say, okay, what's wrong with that? Like, I don't have a problem with that. And I say there's no problem with that, except if you're going to do that, then just sell Mary Kay. Like, if you're going to do that, just like, why are you going to do that if you're not even going to scale? If you're going to sit in the same space, if you mean to tell me you left your day job to just make $100,000 a year, to just make $500,000 a year, to just make $1 million, you did all of this, set the business up and did all of that, and just going to stay in this one little bucket where you just every day trucking along, and the business is, you are the business. I've been in that situation. Y'all know I'm transitioning from Staffingpreneurs Academy to really bringing Reskillify to life. So my staff is being, listen, I know what it feels like to be I don't say the only person, I'm not the only person, we still have a team, but to be fully working in the business. That's not why I'm helping y'all build the business out. I can't wait till we transition to get this way so I can go on vacation. Y'all gonna know when we've transitioned when y'all see me on vacation. But that has to happen. You have to work in the business as an owner for a period of time. But that's only for a period of time. From the moment you launch that business, every freaking thing in your mind should be focused around how my team is going to implement this, how you're setting up the infrastructure to scale. It shouldn't be about what you're doing. It should not be about you thinking about, okay, how am I going to do this? No, it should be about how's my recruiter going to do this? I'm walking into the role of my recruiter right now, and I want my recruiter to do things this way. You should be training, recording everything from day one. None of you do that. It's going to hurt you later on. But if you understand where you're trying to go, then you understand that you're scaling. The goal is to scale the business, to make money so that you can scale the business. So here you're making money and scaling. Okay. A lot of the appointments I've been on lately have been for people who need to scale. I don't know why okay, there we go. Okay. That's where the money is being made. And this is the goal. This is where we're trying to take you, to that green box right there. So you've got to start thinking about for yourself, what box are you in? Where are you at? Are you going to just stay in the idea phase? This is my staffingpreneurs on the line. Y'all know y'all are not here. Y'all past this, but there are people that are watching who call in, who will talk to my team and won't move forward with their dreams. Literally won't move forward with their dreams. They will invest in everything else. They'll invest in YouTube subscriptions, Hulu subscriptions. They'll invest in whatever, everything but their dream, everything but what God put in their heart and soul. And it's crazy. I don't even understand it. Okay. I don't even understand it. Nothing takes precedence of what I'm creating for my legacy. But don't be in that box. Don't be in I'm just going to have the idea for the rest of my life and sit on it while other people launch their ideas and I sit back and watch and talk shit about them because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Box. Don't be in that box. Okay. Then you got the idea box and you say, okay, I'm going to start the coaching program. I'm cool with this box because that at least means that you are attempting to achieve your dreams. That means you're attempting to move forward. Get in that box, but don't be in the box where you get in the program and never finish. There are a lot of people that still sit in my setup class 3-4 years, not made one placement, not launched the business, just not even launch the business. Let's just start there. How can you invest money and never really start the business? That's crazy. Right? So we want you to be in the box here where you have the idea, you get into your training and your coaching program, you finish the training and coaching program, you establish a launch date, an official launch date, and you literally start the business strategically. Okay? Now, I don't want you to be in the box. Now, that's all of y'all are in here. Y'all are almost done with the setup class, I hope. And y'all are moving into the launch and the running class. Now, I don't want you to be the person that starts the program, has the idea, starts the program, finishes the program, launches the business, starts the business, and never makes any money. I've got a number of people who have never made $1. Okay. I've got people who made money, but I also have the opposite. I have people who have never made $1. And they've never made $1. I already told y'all earlier, because lack of production. They only make 1 phone call a day and say the business don't work. They make 5 phone calls a day and say the business don't work. They make 20, 30 phone calls a day and they say the business don't work. They send no emails or one. They send a few LinkedIn messages or none. They go to a networking event and don't talk to nobody. They talk and say the business doesn't work, but in the actuality, they're not working. That's really the main reason why most staffing agencies don't make it. At the level that you all are, they don't have enough production. Period. That's probably the number one reason. Okay. So, and that also could mean they don't believe in themselves at the level that they should, which is more the reason why they need to be here. So I can help pour some goodness into their soul, into their energy. All right. So we don't want you in that. We want you in this light green column where you have the idea, you start and finish the training and coaching program, you launch the business, you start the business, and you make some money, and you make some money, and you make some money, 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 money. Okay. Okay. This is an easy thing to do, actually. If you build relationships and you're producing, you're going to make money rather quickly. I've had people come into my coaching program, and before they finished my coaching program, they already had a contract. Got a guy in New York City. I went, trained him in the middle during the day. He flew me out. I trained him. By 6 o'clock that night, he had his first contract. This is a true story. If you're out there, Joe and Rachel, congratulations on all the success that you all have had in your staffing business. Okay. I've had people that have gotten contracts 2 or 3 days after they finished the coaching program. I've had people that have taken them a week or two. I've had people that take them 6 months. I've had people that take them a year. I've got one young lady that I genuinely love. She was with me for 2 or 3 years, maybe even more. She's one of my longest standing clients. And she never made any placements in her staffing business until COVID happened. She almost passed away. She was my first staffingpreneur to catch COVID, and she almost passed away. And after she made it through that situation, she came out of there like a whole brand new flower, y'all. I'm talking about she made placements. She started making money in her business. And she made a lot of money, but it was enough to jolt her, to make her realize, like, I need to do this. This is for me, you know? And for you all, of course, her community. And she started making money in her business, but it took her years to get that. And it took a traumatic event to happen for her to even do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. But I'm saying making money, it can take a day. It can take less than a day. It can take 6 months. It can take a year. It can take years. That all depends on you. But the reality, as long as you make money, as long as you send that invoice out and the money gets into your bank account, you started your business. You're now making money. You're now, because once you get that first placement, then it's over. You've seen the success in the business. Now, I don't want you to be in the box where you're making money, but you're replacing your day job with your business. I had a young lady in Delaware who I loved. I won't say her name. She was working so hard in her staffing agency, but she essentially just left her nurse job to make the same amount of money that she's making in her staffing agency. I think she eventually closed the doors because it became so stressful for her because she was doing everything by herself. You understand what I'm saying? She was doing everything by herself. She was capped at the amount of money she could make. She was stressed out. I want to say her name. I love her. I know she knows who I'm talking about. She's not a current staffingpreneur now because I believe she closed her doors. But when she was coming to class and I was trying to teaching her how to scale, for her, she only saw the work that needed to be done. It was very narrow focused. And her whole life evolved around getting the work done. She never thought about scaling, and trying to scale felt so hard. Hiring people. I wasn't open, just had that guard, that block, and that kept her from seeing the success that she really wanted to see, which was, hey, I had the idea. I started and finished the coaching program. I launched the business. I started the business. I'm making money. And now I have a team. I have people who are working on my behalf. Right? One of the biggest things that I've learned in business as a whole is that you can have an amazing product, an amazing service. You can sell your product and service in the most amazing way. But if you don't have a team to help you scale that idea, you're going to be stuck. Your main focus should be, where's my recruiter? Where's my ideal recruiter? Where's my ideal salesperson? To me, if I'm trying to double myself up, and I know that I've got a big network of candidates, that I'm going to hire my salesperson first. If I've got no candidates and I know that I can sell my ass off, I'm going to hire recruiters and I'm going to go sell, and then hire salespeople on that. So you've got to really start thinking about that scale. That scale is so important. And if you're building the business out correctly at this phase, and you're with Dee Williams, at least, I'm going to show you how to scale immediately. So, because we're built this business model to scale. All right. So I need y'all to always think about what boat you're in. Where do you want to be? Where do you feel like you fall in? This is the boat we don't want you to be in, to just have the idea. or to have an idea and to never finish the coaching program or never even get a coaching program. Some people don't even get a coaching program. You know what I'm saying? They don't even get training. They literally go out there and they try to start something without any training whatsoever. That is crazy. No, you're going to waste all your money and your time and your resources and your energy. Why? Okay. Here's another one. So no training. I don't want you to be, don't never finish the coaching program and you sit in my class for 5 years. I don't want you to launch the business and never make any money. And I don't want you to use this business as your day job. I want you to gather ideas, start the coaching program, finish the coaching program, start your business, make money, and scale your business to a $100,000 a week business, $500,000 a week business, $1 million a week business. It's been done already. It's already been done. So you already know you can do it too. Many people have started on their own and scaled to the $1 million, $1 billion mark. So you can do this. This is not something that's so hard to be done. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. It's not that. Get yourself together. Shake y'all. This is easy. Now, business isn't easy. You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have twisted turns and different things like that. But you can do this. You can do this. Okay. I'm not going through daily reminders today. I'm going to open up the lines. We'll go through reminders next week, but I'll leave this up here in the event that anybody needs to see the reminders. If you have not, look at last week's live, because I went through the reminders in detail. It takes me 40 minutes to go through the reminders, so I'm not doing that this week. But I do want to open up the lines here for you all, for my staffingpreneurs here first, and then anybody online that's watching, I want to definitely open up those lines with any questions that you all may have. If I need to share the screen again, I will. And I just want to say, hey, everybody. Hey, everybody watching the replay. I'm so glad you're here. Now, I'm going to open up here. Okay, I got the recording. Good morning. Fired up about Dallas. Lord, help me with my launch date. I hope I can hit it this time. You can hit your launch date. What's your launch date, Dr. Castle?
July 1st.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was July 10th. Why did I think it was July 10th? And is that on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday?
It's a Monday.
You cannot. Did you already have you?
No, maybe one.
So can you?
That's why I say I'm probably not gonna.
Yeah, you're not. Can you do one week after? And I think it should be that. I think that should be it anyway, because you're doing it the week of 4th of July.
Oh yeah. So maybe like the 8th then?
Yeah, not a Monday or Tuesday.
Not a Monday or Tuesday. Okay.
No, not a Monday. You can do it on a Tuesday.
Okay.
On a Tuesday. But I want you to come to the launch class today before we solidify that date, because I really feel like your launch depends on how you're planning on launching this initiative. Right. So if you're going to do something like a soft launch, you might need a little bit more than 2 weeks so that you can give people time, so you can market it out to people and different things like that. So will you be able to come to the launch class today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that's right after the Run It class. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Nikat, can you tell Dr. Castle how the launch class helped you with your launch? I think Nikat's on here.
Yeah, sure. Well, I had my launch class. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. So I had my launch class, Dr. Castle's, few weeks back. And what I did a LinkedIn event. And there I invited 2 guest speakers on my theme. So my theme is basically on data protection in the wealth management industry. So I invited them. So because my theme is upon the challenges which they are facing at the moment about data protection. So I invited 2 cybersecurity experts as guest speakers. And then I had like I prepared a presentation, PowerPoint presentation, and then I created a Zoom link, and then I sent an email, and I advertised it on LinkedIn, and then I prepared a flyer as well. So
well, and you didn't have to tell the whole strategy. I just, but I thought it was good for Dr. Castle to hear.
I love it.
Yeah, I really wanted you to more tell her if you felt like the launch class helped you in actually launching your staffing business in a good way.
Yes, it did. And now I'm like, from that event, I'm just building up my follow-up strategies based on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's
perfect. Great. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes. Dr. Castle, she did a great job. Nakat did a great job with her event. And the thing that I loved the most was after the event, she was looking at the stats. You know, she was tracking what was happening during her event. Most people aren't monitoring the production or monitoring or you know the metrics. Like they're not looking at the metrics. They're like, oh, it worked, it didn't work, whatever. No, she looked at it and said, okay, this is what I did, this is how many people registered, this is how many people showed up. Why? How could I have done this differently? What can I do differently the next time? So that was really cool to see her really looking at her business from a very high level. She really stepped out of that employee role, went into an entrepreneur role, and really was looking at her business at a from a 10-foot level. And I love that. So that was pretty cool. I'm seeing her go about and do that. Dr. Castle, come to the launch class today and let's really figure out what you're thinking about your launch is going to look like, what it's going to be like, what it's going to feel like. We've been talking about you coming to this class for a month.
Yeah, and every time I get ready to come, we like last week we did it, and
last week was no class because I traveled.
But you know, and to be honest, I didn't even know when the launch classes was. Just to be honest, and then you told me I could look on my calendar and let me know what's all going on.
Yes.
So okay. Now I'm on track now.
Okay, perfect. Because I'm excited. So I definitely want to make sure that you launch and have your stuff there. Okay, perfect. So that was, how can I sign up for launch class? If you're in our coaching program, then you get access to the launch class. If you're not in the full coaching program, there's no access to the launch class. So I don't know where you are. Are you in the standard program? I think you just have the setup course. So, but I don't know. If you're in the full standard program, you should be able to see it on your calendar and you will have access to it there. Sharnita says, okay, I'll be there also. Okay, perfect. Please tell us more about the candidate and client journey. Okay, great. Okay, perfect. I'm ready to be in that box to keep moving. I just want to read everything. Any other comments, questions about setting up your business? I'm going to open up the floor beyond our class because I know I've got comments. I see comments. Okay. Hey, Pamela. Launch class starts at 1 p.m. Pacific. I think. I don't know. What time does launch class start? We're at 11. This is 9 to 10 to 11 to 12 to 1. Yes, 1 p.m. Pacific. So I don't know what that is. Eastern was at 5 p.m. Eastern. Dr. Castle, 1 p.m. Pacific.
I'm Central.
Okay, perfect.
I think it's at 2, I think.
Okay, perfect. All right, awesome. Okay, so I have a lot of questions today. We got 12 minutes and any questions? Where are you at in your staffing business? Where are you at in the process? That's a good question. Oh, okay. Do we have run it class? Definitely have run it class today. 1,000,000% have run it class today. I'm fired up about run it class actually. And make sure you bring your questions about running your staffing business. Oh, I do want to make sure, one more thing. I wanted to make sure that I remember to Pat. I need to make sure that Pat has access to the Run It class. Because I did not do that last night.
I had a question.
Yeah.
So as we start building, our pipelines or with our candidates and things like that before launch, and I don't have my Crelate set up yet.
Mm-hmm.
So
you can't launch without Crelate, Dr. Castle.
Right. So I think Sam called me the other day or whatever. Mm-hmm. But my question is, I guess I can just start logging them as I talk to people, just a spreadsheet for now, and then I can transfer that to my Crelate and just build it there.
I would prefer for you to get your Crelate and then start talking to people.
Okay.
I would prefer for you to get your Crelate and then start talking to people, because Crelate is your database. I don't want you to get used to spreadsheets for that. That's going to hurt you really, really badly. And I'm going to tell you, anytime that people call me and they tell me that their coach told them to just start with a spreadsheet to get on a budget, I tell them to run. Do not do that. First of all, it's just a compliance thing. You're dealing with data. Data needs to be in a database that's secured in the cloud, that has security all around it. Right? You're in a kind of an HR kind of space. So you need to make sure everyone is in there and their information is secure. That's the first thing. The second thing is that that's the core foundation of your business, right? That is, and so you want to be able to start immediately with the process. Understanding, okay, I've talked to the person, what's the next step in the process, so you can start adding your reminders. Because I remember I told you, if you don't have production, it's not going to go anywhere, right? So you want to be able to put them in buckets in your ATS. So like, I'll just give you an example here. Like when we go to Crelate, which y'all know that's who I use right now. This is not a forever thing, but right now, that is who we're using. When you go into Crelate and you're looking at your business as a whole, you should be able to see everyone there. So like, for example, a remote corporate recruiter role we have here. Everything is in a process, right? So you have people that are new candidates, people you need to follow up with, people you've done your phone intake call with, people you've done, everybody should be moving through this process. So if you have your jobs pipeline, for example, and you want to, you're starting to talk to people, they're going to be in the new whoever you got, they're going to start off in new candidates. The moment you start having conversations with them, you want to start dragging them to the different spaces so that you'll know exactly where they are in the process, with the goal being that you have many pipeline candidates. 50 is your starting point. So from your day one, you're on the lines, you're trying to hit that first 50 or getting 50 people pipeline. And while you're getting those 50 people pipeline, the goal is to not only understand them, but to understand where they are currently working and that environment around them. And also where they're looking to go, right? So you're looking for intel, you're looking for referrals, you're looking to place them. And you should be thinking extremely strategically, like them gears should be on each side of your head, thinking strategically like, okay, am I asking the right questions to get the right results? Am I doing the right things to get the right results? Always thinking about your results. Your results are either to make a placement, to get a client referral, to get a candidate referral, to build a real relationship, and to get intel. Those are the 5 main things you're trying to do. And so if you having a call and it don't result in at least 3 out of them 5, you failed on that call, right? So you want to get them through this process, and you want to get as many people at the reference check space. Now, and I say that lightly. Typically, we don't do references unless we're actually placing someone at the pipelining phase, maybe not. If your candidate doesn't mind you calling their former references, just not where they are today, that's perfect. Because those references are also potential clients and potential candidates for you to do business with. So the activity that you're producing in the beginning of your business, a lot of people don't realize it's actually building relationships, starting the conversations. We're launching Reskillify Learn. My team will be doing nothing but getting on the phone with employers, talking to them every day, all day about their e-learning systems, about their training, about their compliance. I'm really excited. Training starts next week. But boom, boom, boom. And it's going to be cold call central. You understand? Because at the beginning, that's kind of what it takes. Now we'll run ads and you'll have ads and you'll do different things. But in the beginning, you're putting in that energy and that effort and that production, all the while thinking about, okay, this is how I want my staff to do it. Because as you're having those conversations, you're going to see what works and what does not. And so when you start to see what does not work, then you're going to make a list of that and say, okay, this doesn't work. I know to tell them, do not do this. this does not work. Don't waste your time doing this. But this does work. So I want you doing this, and you're going to start recording what works, and you're going to start preparing for your staff so that you can be building your business to scale from day one. How does that feel?
That sounds amazing and scary all at the same time. But
if it don't scare you, you're not doing it. If it doesn't scare you, then your dream is definitely not big enough. Okay, so
well, I'm terrified.
Well, listen, then you're in the right path. You're on the right path. It's gotta scare you. Your dream should be way bigger than what you feel like you can accomplish. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yes. And so the goal is to move towards something that you and probably other people probably think you can't do it either, but you know you can. It may be scary, but
Absolutely.
You know you can do it. Yeah. I believe in you.
I told you I'm like Peter. I'm getting out of the boat. It's like, okay.
Let's get it. Listen, I'm living in scary times right now. You know, y'all are going on this journey with me. Mm-hmm. So, and Dr. Castle, you and I are just recently meeting, but understand that there are people here that have been with me on this journey since 2008. Okay. That they've been watching me. They've been on my LinkedIn. They've watched me evolve from a recruiter working for someone, having my own business. These people have watched me evolve, watched my daughter go through school, graduate, you know, so this whole journey is live for the world to see. It's crazy. And I'm yet again going through a whole nother transition that I'm so scared shitless. First of all, I'm putting my life story out for the world to see. It's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? I'm nervous of how people will receive me. So that's scary. And then I'm moving away from my comfort zone, something I've done my entire life. And now I'm saying I'm going to do something totally different. And then in some areas of my life, I'm completely failing. Okay. And in some areas, I'm completely succeeding. So you want to talk about scared shitless? Dee Williams is scared. You feel me? But I am also fired up. You know, because that fear has really fueling me to like, I'm about to show the world what I can do. I'm about to create the most massive impact. I'm about to, it really just put a fire up under me that I can't even explain. And so everything that I do is to create, is to overcome that fear, push through that fire, allow that fire to push me to where I want to go. And I hope that this is doing the same thing for you. And I hope I'm assisting towards that too. That's the goal.
You are absolutely. And I really appreciate it because, you know, you have those days where it's like, I'm so overwhelmed. I think I just need to stop. And that causes procrastination. And, you know, I have to really keep myself focused and motivated to, okay, you didn't start it. You did this, and this. Finish what you start.
Finish what you start.
That's the most important thing. Finish what you start. So
because if you put it in your heart, it's meant for you to actually do this. That's the thing.
That's right.
You've got it. That's why I said that first bucket is very dangerous because I feel like God gives us all types of ideas and we never move forward on them. For whatever reason, fear, procrastination, that first box is the most dangerous box on that board. And you've bypassed that box so much. And so now I really want you to get to the place we're going to get you launched. When you come to launch class, make sure your Canva account is open. Okay. All right. So you're going to need that. And we're working the Google Drive. If we need to, we'll be on the board. You'll get a launch board. You'll have your own board that's launched. Okay, great. And then we can go through that and that's totally fine. But I do still want you to come to the Run It class. Okay. So now you're in the phase, you're going through all 3 classes. Probably in the next 2 weeks, you won't even need to come to the setup class anymore. You'll just be in the launch and the Run It, and then you'll just only do the Run It class. I mean, you can come to the setup class as much as you want, but you can't ask run questions in the setup class when you get there.
All right.
And you want the same thing for Nakia and I as you come to the launch and the Run It class?
I don't want y'all to come to the Run It class just yet.
Yeah, okay.
No, but I definitely feel like the launch class, well, you could probably come to the launch class. We really did. let's have our one. Let's do one more 1 hour. Let's do one more meeting before y'all come to the launch class. I want to make sure y'all are exactly where I need you to be before you get in that class, because that class is very specific. It is literally the strategy of how we're launching the business. We don't talk about anything else. And so, do we have a date for you all?
Well, our initial date was July 8th.
Okay.
But
I just left y'all.
I know.
Okay. Okay. So then, yes, then come to class today.
Okay.
Come to class today.
Okay. And then I had a question, and it might be for our one-on-one, but I spoke with the lawyer that you gave us. I'm not sure if I can say her name.
Don't say her name.
But I spoke with her,
okay.
and she had asked us the business and what the business model was, and I told her, what they were, healthcare, cybersecurity, and healthcare, and she recommended having 2 different LLCs.
No.
Okay, because she was saying, like, if you get sued from one, you don't want them to go after both.
But you don't have 2 separate businesses. You have one business model with brands, and not even brands. You just have 2 niches. That's not gonna. I disagree with that.
That's what I was thinking, but I wanted to discuss it with you first.
You don't need 2 separate LLCs. You only need one LLC. There are hundreds and thousands of staffing agencies that have more than one niche and one LLC. So you're fine with that. Okay. So so you let her know if she has any additional questions, she can call me.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Any other good questions? Good questions. Any other questions? I'm giving y'all extra 15 minutes because I was late today. I was extremely late today. It was 3 minutes late. So I'm opening up the door. Okay, while we're waiting for those questions. Oh, wait. I think I had another question coming in. I got to look at the box. I want to remind y'all that okay, Pam said, how do I start this journey? Pam, you got to call my team so that we can get you signed up. You can dial us at 866-432-8801. You can come to Staffingpreneurs Academy, book an appointment. You can leave your information and I can reach out to you there. You can DM me and we can go from there. So that's an excellent question. She says, where do I get started? Staffingpreneurs Academy. All right. Really quickly, DM me for real. Really quickly. The launch land leverage live workshop. The DC tickets. If y'all don't buy tickets today, DC will be virtual. Okay? DC will be virtual. So I'm not coming to DC and I'm not having people come out for 2 people. It's not happening. So if y'all not getting tickets and DC is not where y'all want to be, which I thought it was because everybody was asking DC. Now nobody buying tickets. DC's out. However, Dallas is on fire. We still have 4 more tickets left for Dallas. We still have 4 more tickets left for LA. Those tickets are going. People are telling me, hold my seat, D. I can't hold seats. If somebody buys the tickets out, I cannot hold seats. And we have 2 companies, at least in LA, that are attempting to bring their entire team, which will sell us out immediately. So I know y'all want me to hold seats. People are saying, I don't get my money until a certain day. Go find it from somebody else and give it back to them when you get your money. Get your tickets now. I cannot hold your seats and I cannot control if somebody brings an entire team and buys out the event. Okay. I want the classes to be small enough where I can work with you one-on-one. Once you register, please don't forget to schedule your appointment with me. I think my appointments start this week so that we can go through your brand because each workshop is very specific to the people that are going to be there. I want it to be fulfilling. I want it to be able to support you. I want you to be able to walk away with real value. So we are meeting prior to the event. Okay. So that you and I, so this is with everyone, 30 meetings scheduled or set up to be scheduled for the 30 slots that we have. Okay. So please get your tickets today. Do not wait, especially the DC location. Nudge your mom, nudge your husband. Some of y'all gonna have to do some extra kisses tonight. I'm just saying. Dr. Gaskell said I got mine. Some of y'all gonna have to put on some extra leg rubs tonight so y'all can get that ticket. Go get your ticket. I'm just saying, you gotta put in the work Get your
Listen.
tickets. Go get your tickets. So DC will be real, right? That's gonna be very, very important. I want DC to be real. I think they laughing at me. Okay, perfect. CC, I'm talking to your ass. Don't be laughing. She gonna kick my butt. That's so bad. She gonna kick my butt. I'm talking to CC. Don't try it. Okay. Listen, I am really excited. Okay, so that's what I wanted to tell y'all. What else did I want to tell y'all? I'm so hot. I be getting hot over here with laughing with y'all. I know she cracking up over there. I know she is. But for real, y'all, I'm not even joking about that DC location. Y'all got till midnight, and then we're gonna convert it over to virtual if everybody doesn't get their tickets. We have special guests coming, so that'll be a shame. I really want y'all to network. I love Ocean Prime in DC, and I really want us to be there and live in color. So y'all are gonna get crazy emails from me today. I'm letting you know because, like, I really, really, really need you all to get your tickets so that we can keep our special guests who are physically coming. Y'all are making me nervous. Okay. Together. All right, staffingpreneurs. I might even go live a couple of times today just to make sure that y'all remember that I really want you to get your DC tickets. Now, this Launch Land Live Workshop 3-day event, the first day is about actually launching the staffing business, right? Actually filling in the blanks of the things that you have not done already to get you to the point of actually running the business and landing a contract. So day 1 is launch. Day 2 is land. Okay. So this is where you're going to land your contract. So everything we're doing is around sales, business development, using your clients and your candidates. And AI is integrated in everything that we're doing. Day 1 is going to be really exciting from a foundational perspective with AI. Day 3 is going to be very exciting with AI. But day 2, while we will use some AI, it's going to be really more hands-on. It's going to be a lot of role playing, right? Lots of role playing. Definitely lots of standing, talking, right? Emailing, but we're going to be doing a lot of role play. It's all about sales and business development, psychology, how you talk to someone, what happens if they ask you a specific question or they say that, do you know your objections? Do you understand how to connect your services with what the client is saying, the needs? It's like all of those things. So it's going to be very interactive. We also have hiring managers that are scheduled to join us so that you can ask questions, right? So that you can ask from the horse's mouth. Sometimes hearing it from your coach is not as believable as it is from actually hearing it from actual real hiring managers. And so we really have people who are going to come in and to talk to us about what their expectation is, what they're looking for, what they don't like in an agency, how you can easily not get in the door and how you can. So I'm really excited about that. We did that in New Orleans, in the New Orleans boot camp. It was very successful. The staffingpreneurs was like, oh my God, I can't believe that, this is exactly what Dee said. But I think it was really cool for them to be able to enjoy that and to be able to talk to the hiring managers and actually engage with them. In addition to that, we have networking events, 2 of them, in fact, that we are going to, and that you're going to actually be engaging with not just hiring managers, with other people. Today was supposed to be the day that I put the tickets out for the networking event. Maybe it'll still happen today. Y'all know I just got off of travel, and I literally even traveled yesterday. So, I was working yesterday a little bit, but then I crashed. So today, hopefully I'll get the tickets up. So if anybody just wants to come to the networking event, you can. People drive from all over to get to the networking event. I'm only putting the networking event tickets up for the brunch and the Thursday night networking event for Dallas and LA, because they already know as of now, DC is not really selling. And so I'm not going to put anything in for that in this moment. If DC tickets pick up, then sure. Then I'll go ahead and do that. So I wanted to tell you that. Also, one more thing. We've gotten a lot of phone calls, interesting enough, of people asking, are there going to be any like coaching program, anything coaching? And as an addendum, like what happens after the addendum, after the program? Do we get any type of coaching or whatever the case may be? And so the answer was no initially, but what I did was I put together a small little coaching program for people who are attending the live event. Now, I opened it up to my mailing list and only one person responded back, and then they didn't move forward. So I still have 10 slots. So we have 30 seats open, right, for the live event through all locations. And we have 10 one-on-one slots, okay? And so this is one-on-one coaching with Dee. It is still group for the people who attended the event, but it's kind of an addendum, right? So after you go to the live workshop, we meet every week for a period of time, and just to make sure that you're following through with the things that you did at the actual event. But it's only 10 slots. So I don't know if anyone who are going to the live event needs that. My team will be calling and reaching out to everyone who's attending the event. If they want that, they can have that. It's only 10 slots. So right now it's group. I may change it to individual depending on the turnout, right? Depending on how many people say they're interested. And I know that's the number one thing people want is that one-on-one time with me. So I may end up turning it into one-on-one slots. I'm trying to do as much as I can since this is my last year engaging with Staffingpreneurs Academy in this manner, right? So I'm trying to give it all to you all while I have the bandwidth and different things like that, while also transitioning to the Reskillify brand. So if you want that one-on-one, my team will be reaching out to everyone who's purchased the ticket to see if they want the one-on-one. If it's something that you are interested in and you are not a part of the live event, I sent an email out. You can feel free to call the team. If we have slots open, we're more than happy to bring you on in. This is definitely different from what you received when you came out, Sharnita. So yes, you got prime, premier, elite coaching and training. That's not what this is. While it will be prime training, but I'm not physically with them. You know what I'm saying? It's online. So it's not like in person, but it will be specific to your brand. It'll be specific to your business, your brand, and really helping to get you off the ground. So the one thing people need is time, right? That's the one thing. The cat and I go through it every week. We need more time together, you know? And so this is what it will give you, some additional time up under your belt with Dee Williams to really help flesh your brand out in more detail. And the cat will go into the client and candidate journey during the Run It class. Bring your question during the Run It class. Run It class starts in 1 hour and 45 minutes at 11 a.m. or 2 hours, right? 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2. 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Right. 11 a.m. Pacific. Right. 1 hour and 40. I'm trying to get it together. So, okay. So 11 a.m. Pacific, I think that's 2 p.m. Pacific is when the Run It class starts. If you're to be in the Run It class, come to the Run It class. Okay. And so that we can get your business up and running. I am about to go and to conduct my sales meeting for the morning. Y'all know I do a morning sales meeting. And it comes right at 9 a.m. Pacific. And then I have, then I'm getting ready for the Run It class. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. Oh, wait, I saw a different question. What is this here? Hold on 1 second. Cece says, are you going to do anything around Reskillify? Yeah, for sure. You know, that is what you all are about to see. So, so Cece, now she like, what's this new, what's the new brand, Dee? What you got going on? Yes, so I have the Reskillify brand. I have a new tribe, a new community that I am in launching, which I'm very excited about. Y'all will start seeing things gradually. And yes, Reskillify Creator is what I'm on, right? So I'm a coach, the main coach on Reskillify Creator. We are reaching out, and I'm reaching out to my clients first before we start aggressively advertising and different things like that. And I feel like that aggressive advertising will happen after the live boot camp. So I reached out to my clients and said, hey, are you interested in starting your own coaching program? Are you interested in kind of doing what I do, right? I have built an empire coaching. It started with staffing though. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing. And then we have a coaching program for people who don't want to maybe start a staffing business, but who are interested in starting a business, right? They're starting a business, an online business, and really creating their own personal mini empire. So a lot of people don't know. Everybody knows I got pregnant when I was 11, had my baby when I was 12. Everybody knows that. My first baby, right? And then by the time I was 15, living in my own place, the whole nine. Didn't finish high school. Everybody knows that. I don't hide that. I didn't finish high school. I did get a GED, later went to college and quit college because I was making more money than the degree would give me. All right. But I say that to say that this little girl should not be running any type of empire based on my past story. And if I can do it, then you all can do it. And so the reason I put my documentary out there was to show people that you can have the worst life in the worst circumstances and still achieve the greatest, right? And how to do that. If you watch my documentary, you'll see that at every obstacle I've had some key steps that I've done that have gotten me from point A to point B. And in the midst of all of that, I was able to create a legacy for me and my family. And so how do you do that? Right. And so that's what the coaching program is about. And that's really what you're going to see me talking about in my brand. I also, and to be honest with you, a lot of people come to me and they say, I want to start a business, and they really should be helping somebody start a business versus starting a business. So my whole book, my whole brand is really around resilience. It's around leveling up in your life, in your career, in your business. I feel like there are phases. Once you're able to understand how to level up in your life, then you're either on the path of your career or your business, right? You're either working for somebody or starting your own, or you've been working for somebody and now you're ready to start your own. So my brand will cover all three of those areas. Get you fired up in life, make sure that you understand how to lay your foundation in your career to start your empire in your business. Most of my market, they've already been working. And so now they're at the phase where they're trying to figure out, should I work for someone else or should I start a business? And then how do I do that in the midst of lifing, right? How do I do that in the midst of lifing? And so that's where I'm moving towards. That's what is happening with me. And so Reskillify is about starting an online business. When you come in, we're going to talk to you about that. And then we're going to offer you the training program as well to help you to really flesh it out and make it a full empire, right? So like I'll give Dr. Castle for an example. Well, she's got a great foundation. I mean, in real life, it's kind of cool. But with Dr. Castle, she has the staffing business as her starting point for her business model. But I know she does other things as well. They're also key pieces to her empire, right? But putting them all together, making them integrate, making them work with each other to create revenue streams within her own empire is a whole different ball game. And that's what our coaching program does, the Audationaire Business Empire program. It really shows you how I laid out my empire and how I continue to grow my empire. And that's all I'm doing is giving y'all the key pieces to go out there and to do it on your own. And utilizing Reskillify will help you do that, right? Because no matter what business model you have right now, you should definitely be coaching and training. You should definitely be putting learning out there for sure. Because like online education is where it is. A lot of people don't want to go to school, right? They want to learn from somebody who's already done it. It's so much easier, so much faster. They can go out there and do it. So that's very important. And then to take it a step further, like if you have a staffing business in particular, think about it. You need training and coaching. You need training and coaching for your staff. You need training and coaching for your clients, right? If you're building a referral program, you're going to want to have a membership portal for that. So Reskillify can help you really bring your ideas to life, add additional revenue. People ask me all the time, Dee, how can I get additional revenue while I'm building out my staffing business? Why not start a membership community? Why, with all your nurses, offer them a membership, have them pay $9.99 a month, 500 nurses times $9.99 a month. That can pay for something. You understand what I'm saying? And you're building your marketplace. And you know what I'm saying? Your market. So it's a lot of different ways that you can really build out, and you're going to see me. I'm just trying to get through the staffingpreneurs space, make sure that we get the workshop and everything out. But over the days, I got videos sitting waiting for y'all. Waiting, sit in the pile waiting for y'all. I'm trying to just ease y'all into this transition, only because I've transitioned a number of times and I've done it to the point where I've just thrown it on everyone and it backfired. So I understand that people have to get used to something new. I'm doing new. And but I'm excited. We're gonna do digital products, online academy. Oh my gosh, like y'all, I'm so ready. Okay. So ready. I just feel like with Staffingpreneurs Academy, I can only impact a small amount of people, right? Because it's such a big business model that it's just such a big business model. Like it requires a lot. Whereas if an online coaching program, it doesn't require as much, right? So if you're doing so, it's really cool. And you can take that and build that out as a starting point. Just like a resume writing business. You start a resume writing business, that's a great entryway into starting a staffing business. So it's really about looking at what skills you have and how you want to create something cool. But don't get me fired up. I'm over here sweating. Y'all see me screaming the whole nine. My team, I'll talk to y'all on YouTube, so y'all can stay right there for a second. I'm going to close out my clients so I don't kidnap them. I love y'all staffingpreneurs. Thank you so much for being here. I am back in town. Okay. I'm back in town for 3 weeks as of now. The 4 weeks as of now, all the way through the DC, up to the DC location. I want y'all to know I love y'all so much. And I am so proud of y'all. I'm extremely proud of y'all. And let's get ready for today's Run It class, today's launch class. If you're not in those classes, then I will see you all next week during this setup class. I want you to be productive in your business this week. Do not give up. Do not stop. Do not procrastinate. Go harder. Go harder. You hear me? Go harder. And then stay on everybody's ass that you need to help you to get your business where you need to be. Make sure y'all book your coaching sessions for the week. I love y'all. Have a great day. Bye. Awesome. All right. Any final questions? Pam, she says she gave me some. Okay, she DM'd me. Awesome. Cece, I love you. I love y'all so much. If y'all need anything, I'm here. Please, y'all, take a moment, visit staffingpreneursacademy.com. I'm going to give y'all the link and put it in here. And book a demo, book a call. I would love to talk to you all. Call my office if you want to talk to somebody on my team. Talk to me. Probably not so much, but maybe. Depends on what I got going on. Reach out. And yes, we would love to support you while you're on your journey. Make sure you do get your DC ticket. Don't be mad when I email y'all today. I'm not even playing. Don't be mad when y'all see my messages. Like, I need that DC. I want to come to DC. I want to fulfill the needs of everybody in DC. Pay your invoices if you got them out for that DC, for that DC spot. And I love y'all so much. All right. Y'all have a phenomenal day. Thank you for watching my channel. Keep coming back for more. Check out my documentary, Individual Audacity Documentary. Support, positive comments only. Be inspired. Love y'all. Bye.